So what the Thacher School did is really far from what we consider normal behavior for one of these institutions. It's not common for the institution to hire an outside law firm to do an investigation. And what this law firm did is really dive into student records, administration records, public records, and then disclose to the public the identities and the histories of some of the offenders who worked at the Thacher School. So, as a premise, we need to acknowledge that that's an important step. It is very good. It's a step, in furtherance of child protection. The mere fact that this type of a report was commissioned and was created. So we got to acknowledge that, and we should. What I think is really noteworthy and what's really important, and that we also need to recognize, is that the Thacher School didn't suddenly wake up in 2021 and decide to do the right thing. That's not what these institutions do. This is a report that was driven and created out of necessity by the survivors. The very beginning of the report acknowledges this. The Thacher School didn't suddenly decide, hey, after keeping this under wraps, after sweeping this information under the rugs, after keeping our alumni quiet, after not reporting to the police, let's go out and disclose it. Survivors came forward to the Thacher School and demanded this. And how did they demand this? Well, some of them demanded it in person to the board. But what really sparked it, and what I think is noteworthy just for where we are as human beings today, is social media created this. There's an alumni, there's a former student of the Thacher School who went on the internet and created a social media account that told the truth and was authentic about what happened. And other survivors were able to latch onto that and use that forum. And that forum is what really put Thacher on notice that their commitment to a cover-up was not going to hold water anymore. And they had to do this. So yes, this is a good first step, but I really think we need to recognize where this came from. This came from the survivors.